practice, really. So that's the overview. What's Wonderland all about then? Well, Wonderland is a platform. It's an open source platform. You can download it from Sun Microsystems. It's free. It originated a couple of years ago within Sun Labs, and I just wanted to describe the background to Wonderland, because I think that's quite important. Really, Wonderland arose really from Sun themselves, seeing that they have a very large distributed international workforce. And at any one time, 50% of that workforce are not in the office. So when you get that position, essentially everybody is distributed because nobody is co-located. So you have a real problem in terms of trying to get your workforce to work effectively together. And particularly when you're in an innovative company like Sun, when you want to do things like brainstorming and other innovative ways of coming up with new ideas, it's critical that you can support people coming together. So they identified that need internally, and out of that built this platform called Wonderland, which built on a number of existing things within Sun. So they had a particular design goals behind building Wonderland. It was all about supporting this rich social space for people within a corporate environment to work together. So things like it being emotionally salient, strong sense of presence was important. Sort of serendipitous, spontaneous, unplanned interactions also vitally important. You know, when you walk past somebody in the corridor, often you can find a very useful piece of information. How can you support that in a virtual environment? So communication's key. Seamless document sharing. If you're going to have brainstorming, how can you bring in resources into that environment? Communications and very strong audio capability. So that's the background to why Wonderland was developed. And essentially, I mean, there are many benefits to why you'd want to do this in a 3D environment. Particularly for this sort of environment, really it was about people coming together, being able to walk up to one another in a space, have those spontaneous social interactions, the ability for spaces to have multiple groups in it. One of the key features of the Wonderland platform is its spatial audio, so that if I see a group of people in a virtual space, I can walk up to them and the audio will actually start getting louder as I get nearer to the people. It will appear on whichever side of my headphones or speakers I'm using. So it's a very natural environment. So there are many benefits from using this sort of platform. And the architecture is a client-server architecture. It makes use of other key components that Sun already had. They have something called the Darkstar platform, which is really designed for massively multiplayer games applications. So it's a very scalable platform, ideal for very large multi-user environments. They have a voice bridge capability which handles this very high-quality, CD-quality audio within worlds. That's linked to a software phone. Then you have the Wonderland client, which does the 3D rendering and handles the events that occur in 3D space via this Darkstar application. So that's essentially the package of software that's used to deliver Wonderland applications.